Hello everyone, this is QT. So today we will be discussing OSCE proper. So ano ba ang OSCE? What will you do pagdating nyo doon sa testing center nyo? So meron po tayo sa Brooks, Oster, sa Swindon. So hindi ko na malala, ibabasa yun po. So is OSCE, anong gagawin? So OSCE, ang gagawin nyo po is yung APIE at saka 2 skills. So APIE stands for Assessment, Planning, Implementation, and Evaluation. So basically yung APIE para po yung nursing care plan natin o yung nursing process natin. We assess the patient, we plan for it, and we try to implement and evaluate. So sa implementation po, ito po yung drugs, giving of medications. Okay, so ang assessment, of course, it involves how you are assessing the patient, and then it involves your vital signs taking and your activities of daily living. So VS, EDLs. So, and minsan meron din naman to tarong MVS o yung neuro vital signs. Depende po sa pasyente na makukuha ninyo. And then planning and evaluation. Ito po yung silent station. Magsusulat lang po kayo. So, sa planning, gagamit po kayo ng itim na pen para isulat yung mga nursing care plans ninyo. So, dalawa po. So, usually, 2 NCP po ang gagawin ninyo. Basic NCPs lang po. Hindi po kaya ng sa Pilipinas na NANDA-approved o NANDA-based NCP. Ito po, kahit simple lang po. So, 2 NCPs. Tapos, evaluation, of course. Kung anong sinulat nyo sa planning nyo, gagawin yung past tense. Evaluation because you are evaluating your care plan. So for example, monitor, record, and escalate vital signs as per NIST guidelines. Yun yung nasa planning. So ang isusulat nyo na sa evaluation is monitored, recorded, and escalated vital signs as per NIST guidelines. So nilagyan nyo lang ng ED. So, ginawa yung past participle or past tense yung inyong intervention sa planning. So, that's how it works sa planning and evaluation. So, pag nag-review kayo ng planning and evaluation, dapat together para ma-practice ninyo. And then, yung implementation, hindi na kasya. So, this is your administration of drugs. So, usually po, ideally, 2 to 3 drugs lang po ang na-administer nyo during OSCE. So, pag 4 na po siya, magduda na po kayo. Baka may something wrong or sumobra kasi usually, it's either 1, 2, or 3 drugs lang. So, pero pag 4, mag-think na kayo. Magduda na. But not all cases. But majority, 3 lang talaga yung maximum. Kasi mauubos ang oras mo. Kasi time scaled kasi siya ay 15 minutes. Babasahin mo pa yung sasabihin pa yung mga side effects, some side effects ng gamot because part ito ng OSCE na kailangan mo explain to the patient to gain a consent of the patient. So, majority 3 lang, but not all cases. So, yon. And then, ano pa? So, yeah, that is your APIE. So, assessment, this is 15 minutes. Actually, it's 15 minutes. 15 minutes. It's 15 minutes. Tapos, may 5 minutes na preparation. 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 5 minutes. So, total of, yan po ang APIE. 15, 5 minutes, 5 minutes. So, ang gagawin nyo during your assessment, before kayo mag-start, iniikot na kayo, tinutour na kayo sa mga gamit and everything. So, what I advise is, try to see what you can see, observe, try to test yung mga gamit doon, yung BP apparatus nila doon, yung thermometer, kailangan nyo i-check. Dapat marunong kayo magamit before kayo sumabak sa actual exam ninyo. Subukan ninyo. There's nothing wrong naman in trying para naman preparado kayo pagdating yung exam ninyo because you have 5 minutes. So, yun. Tingnan nyo lang paano gamitin. Mag-observe na kayo sa mga cues na pwedeng makatulong sa inyo. Siyempre, sa planning and evaluation because is 10. Sa planning, black pen. Evaluation, blue pen. So, don't be confused. So, yun lang. Implementation, yun lang. Then, yung sa implementation, dapat aware din kayo sa mga drugs na ibibigay niyo. So, kung hindi nyo alam yung side effects, bigyan nyo na lang yung common side effects. Like for me, so for example, patient may experience dizziness, nausea, and vomiting. So yun yung mga common, or gastric upset. Pero depende rin. So for example, yung case niyo is about cardio, tapos hypertensive. So mga pril, nalapril, what else, amlodipine, ano pa ba? Amlodipine, nitroglycerin, o yung mga hypertensive. So usually yung mga side effects yan is low BP. So yung furosemide, ano din ang mga side effects. So furosemide, of course, low potassium, or magdi-decrease din ng BP kasi then polyuria. So mga basic things, yung mga basic, actually yung mga gamot ibigin yan, common lang. So dapat alam niyo yung basic na mga side effects ng mga ganong gamot. And then skills. Ano ba ang sa skills? So sa skills, we have BLS. So this BLS is 8 minutes. So good thing about BLS, hindi na kayo pinagkasabi ng kung ano-ano pa yung ED or HMTs. Kukompress na kayo, kukompress until ma-achieve nyo yung ROSC or yung return of spontaneous circulation. Tapos doon na, wala na yung S-bar. So for those who don't know, S-bar stands for Situation, Background, Assessment, and Recommendation. So pag nagre-review kayo, malalaman nyo to, but in actual OSCE, so compress lang na compress until ma-achieve na yung ROSC. Wala na explanation of HMTs, pero buti na mag-prepared, at least alam nyo pa rin yung mga HMTs, 4H and 4Ts. Di-discuss ko siya in the future. So yun. And then after BLS, you have your subcut, subcutaneous injection. If I'm not mistaken, it's 15 minutes or 12 minutes. So subcutaneous injection. Always remember na pa nag-subcut kayo, ang term na ang kailangan nyo is pinch. Don't confuse, kasi nagko-confuse yung iba bumabagsak sa subcut at sa IM. Kasi nga nagko-confuse. Pag subcut, pinch. Pag IM, stretch. Okay? Ang term, i-discuss ko na siya in the future, pero ito lang yung mga common muna. Yung general knowledge muna tayo. So, subcut, pinch, pag IM, stretch. Oh, sorry. So, yun po. So, subcut, IM, knowledge skill, and then, you have your ANTT. So, yung ANTT, usually, that is wound dressing. Ito po yung pinakamahirap sa lahat kasi kailangan nyo maintain yung sterility at kailangan nyo ma-explain. So, ANTT is 15 minutes. So, usually, maglilinis lang kayo ng mga wound. So, nandyan yung wound, nandyan yung dressing. So, lilinisan nyo siya. So, yan yung ANTT skills ninyo. Ang paglilinis ng wound. So, sterility. So, yun lang. And then, peak flow. So, yung peak flow, 12 minutes ata. So, ngayon sa peak flow kasi maganda, yung recording na lang ng actual result ninyo. Wala nang nurse's notes sa baba. So, hindi nyo na kailangan mag-document. Kailangan nyo lang i-record yung mga value ng yung reading. So, 3 attempts yan, tapos total. So, pag, yun lang. Tapos, yung inhaler din. So, and then, inhaler. Of course, yan yung administration ng inhaler drug, yung PAP. Ang tawagin sa atin, PAP. 2 PAPs. So, 1 puff. Mga ganon. So, we'll discuss natin in the future. And then, ano pa ba? What skills? CSU. Tsaka, removal of catheter. CSU, collecting sample of your urine specimen sa catheter, tsaka removal of catheter. So, yung skills ko po when I took OSCE CSU. So, ang importante lang po sa CSU is yung gown and gloves. Never po kayong magta-touch ng catheter without gloves and without gown. It's important. Critical factor po sa infection control CSU is gown and gloves. So, yun po. I will talk about this in the future, about the steps. Sa removal naman, catheter, so always ask the patient kung gusto niya magpalinis muna ng pek-pek or kung ano naman doon before you proceed with your procedure ng removal of catheter. Okay, check for the documentation kung talagang ilang cc doon na nakalagay ang pinasok na sterile water. So usually it's 10 ml. And then, yun lang. Tapos, ano ba ang skills? I think nasabi ko na lahat ng skills. I am subcathetic flow inhaler, BLS, ENTP, fluid balance, sorry. Sa fluid balance, of course, common ito. Ito yung INO sa Pinas, yung intake and output. So, it's silent station siya kasi magsusulat lang kayo. So, yan yung intake, yan yung output. So, kung ano kinain niya, alas 8:100, umihi siya ng alas 9, mga 100 din. So, yun lang. Isosolve nyo lang, add up. Tapos, yun na, kung positive na ito, pag positive ang FDA, ibig sabihin, yung intake, mas mataas kesa sa output. Pag negative naman yung fluid balance mo, which means, konti lang yung intake, tapos, mas mataas ang yung output. We will discuss this one in the future. So, ito lang muna. So, thank you.